The looming threat of prison had haunted you for months. It was a shadowy monster, all clanging bars and echoing screams. Now facing the actual prison gates, the reality was far more mundane, far more terrifying. Gone was the abstract fear, replaced by a cold, hard knot of dread in the pit of your stomach. This is not a nightmare. It is your life now. The heavy steel doors clanged shut behind you, each clang a nail hammered into the coffin of your former life. Gone was the freedom to walk in the sunshine, to taste the wind, to choose what to eat, when to sleep. Here the air hung thick with the stench of sweat, disinfectant, and despair. This is your new reality, inescapable and suffocating. Your heart pounded frantically against your ribs, a trapped bird desperate for escape. Every clang, every shout from a distant guard sent shivers down your spine. This wasn't a movie, this was your life now, and the weight of that realization threatened to crush you. You're trapped, a prisoner in a cage of your own making. The intake process was a blur of harsh lights, barked commands, and the sting of antiseptic. Fingerprinted, photographed, stripped naked, and searched, you feel your identity leached away with each indignity. Your name, your clothes, your possessions, all gone, replaced by a number and a rough-hewn orange jumpsuit. You're no longer a human, but a unit, processed and filed away like a piece of meat in a slaughterhouse. The camera flash, capturing your shame for posterity, felt like a brand on your soul. You're now officially a criminal, your mugshot forever etched in the system. With each barked order, each invasive touch, you feel yourself shrinking, becoming smaller, less than human. This is the system's way to break you down, to strip you of your dignity. Gone were the comforts of individuality, replaced by the harsh uniformity of prison life. The itchy fabric of the jumpsuit, the plastic sandals chafing his skin, all served as constant reminders of his new reality. You're no longer an individual, but a cog in a vast, unforgiving machine. Your name, once a source of pride, was now just an empty sound. You're a number, a barcode, stripped of your identity and reduced to the lowest common denominator. The echo of that number, barked by guards and repeated by fellow inmates, reverberated in the hollow spaces of your soul. There is a strange disconnect in hearing yourself being addressed as a number, as if this new identity hadn't fully taken hold. You long for the comfort of your name, for someone to acknowledge the person you once were. But here, within these walls, the past was irrelevant. You're defined solely by your crime, your humanity erased by the stroke of a pen. The world outside, with its names and faces, feels a million miles away. Each time you hear your number, it feels like a blow to the chest, a constant reminder of your loss. The person you once were, with hopes and dreams, seemed like a distant memory, a ghost haunting the corridors of your mind. In your place stood a stranger, hardened and wary, your spirit slowly being crushed under the weight of your new reality. The cell, small and bare, reeked of stale sweat and despair. The steel bars, cold and unforgiving, mocked your every attempt to find solace in privacy. Every cough, every rustle of clothing, every whispered word was amplified in the cavernous silence of the cell block. You are constantly on display, his every move scrutinized by unseen eyes. The loss of privacy was perhaps the most unsettling aspect of your new reality. Every trip to the toilet, every moment of vulnerability was laid bare for the world to see. Shame clings to you like a second skin, a constant reminder of your fallen status. You're an animal in a cage, your every move monitored, your dignity stripped away. The constant surveillance gnawed at your sanity. You feel exposed and vulnerable, like a specimen under a microscope. Even the simple act of closing your eyes to sleep felt like a risk, a surrender to the watchful eyes that never seemed to blink. You are trapped, both physically and mentally, in this concrete jungle. Church. Drop your comments below and let's discuss. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay in the loop with all things justice. Thanks for tuning in to Black Justice Media. Remember, your voice matters in this fight for justice. Catch you next time, Church.